The 5-year period hasn't ended just yet, but I found something that is too interesting not to talk about before that. The scientists found out the alien construction was a jump gate, and a ship was sent through it. Beyond the jump gate was the system Wolf 359. The second planet of the system turned out to be very promising for the colonization, with a surface temperature of just minus 30 degrees Celsius. An alien installation was found on Wolf 359A2. Scientists are still baffled about what it is, but it seems abandoned and could have been used for some kind of research. No other installations have been found, nor signs of life, although somebody clearly was here at some point. Because of this, it has been decreed this planet should not be colonized until further notice, for a possibility of contamination, and because nobody is currently sure what the installation is for. So here is the message. Destroyed outpost found on... actually. So yes, it seems like it's sort of ruined. And so on. Anyway, now that I am also doing some live commentary, I might just go over some of my designs what I have here. Missiles. These are some old ones, but here is the new one I designed during this 5-year period. So it has a bit strange engine type, 1.75 MSP, so no a whole number. That's because the warhead size is precisely 2.25, because if it's even a little bit less than that, the warhead here goes down to 8, while 9 is any 2, 4, 9. Well, maybe not 2. Actually, 1, 4, 9, 16, and so on are the optimal warhead sizes here. These numbers here. So for the optimal armor penetration. So that's why I really wanted to get warhead 9, and well, I designed this ion drive. I also designed this because even though I didn't use it because I didn't know when just exactly what I wanted, but now I do, and so that's what I decided to do. Fuel capacity is only 0.5, so it's not a very long range, but not a very short range missile either. 91 minutes engine endurance. Agility is precisely this for because this is pretty strange how this behaves. Look at the chance to hit here, 1 k kilometers per second. I mean, is now 239.6, and if I well, that's not it actually goes down if I add 0.03 to it, and it seems to go down even further if I add even some more, but for whatever reason. Now it jumps something like 17 or something percentages if it's 0.47 the agility, and now it falls back a little bit also. So strangely enough, 0.47 seems like a good number for it to be. 0.5 is worse. It's really strange, and these missiles don't have any sensors on them, and no defenses. For my size 5 short range missile for this series, I made these missiles. So it's somewhere around 5 its size. 5 seems like some sort of a good it can be those kinds of missiles, if they are this small, they can be used to overwhelm point defense systems, while the previous ones, the size 10.3s and 10.8s, well, they are somewhat bulky and stuff there, and we can't as well be mass produced. Mass produced? What does that mean? I'm babbling again. So let's show you my missile engine I'm using. It's using, of course, the best engine technology here, and I've actually researched a lot of the engine power also. I am using the 4.00 for this, but I've also, of course, for my other for the regular engines, Starship engines, I've researched very efficient engines also. And fuel consumption is, of course, the best one I can get. And size, we already discussed about that. I can't actually remember what it was, but anyway, it lowers fuel consumption dramatically if it's they are bigger, and this if they are using much engine power, it also uses a lot of fuel like that. What else? Engines. Well, I use size 50 engines usually. There are some exceptions. And of course the fuel consumption is normal, and I don't have any thermal reductions. I don't think they are really needed. I can just shut off the engines if I'm discovered and so on. And anyway, it just doesn't seem like I think it lowers even the engine power. It's not something I wish. Jump engines. Of course, the jump efficiency. I've researched a little bit of that, because, well, these are so huge, these things. These jump drives. These I haven't researched. And they are also quite expensive to research. Just look at how big I can get them. 62 is that I think it is even 627,000 and a little bit more than that to research that. And well, probably I can't. There were sensors maybe. I use size 6 right now. Size 1 was things I used previously because it was really fast to research, so but they aren't very good if I just do that. The EM detection sensors are pretty much the same, just a little bit more sensitive even. When also search and missile fire control sensors. Well, this is interesting like this, that the minimum resolution also means if it's bigger I can target further and so on. It's a balancing act. Right now I'm using was it 60 hull size or something? Something like probably a bit more even. It was something like 90 million kilometers I had here. I don't remember actually. It might be the search sensors that were those that sensitive. Anyway, of course there's also the total sensor size here. These are also really expensive to research, so it's a really a balance. Okay, so let's look at some of my designs here, because I haven't done this before, and I want to show at least at some point these things. This probably wasn't necessary to build these sensor outposts, since a little bit later I made even missile bases that also have these sensors, and even these have a battalion, 5 battalion troop capacity on them. I'll actually mark this as obsolete. I don't know if probably these should also be conscript. Well, the missile bases probably not, because they have these missiles, and that this means that well, if it's not checked, it will use trained troops for crew, and when I have any weapons on board, when it's a good idea to use trained troops, they can actually target better and so on. So let's see. I'll actually copy this design so we can get to this design view, which is a bit better how it shows these things. So for the PDC size 5 missile launchers, these this means it's for 90 million kilometers, and this is hull size 16, the resolution here for hull size 16 ships or targets that it can see. It's also here resolution 16, range 90.1 million kilometers. It's sometimes difficult to tell what these things the game puts here, actually mean, because they are so abbreviated. Rate of fire 20. I've researched a little bit of, well, quite a lot actually, of the firing rate also. By the way, why does it have a fuel capacity? It shouldn't. Always these things. Whatever. For the future PDC missile base base, I'll use this design, which doesn't have a fuel capacity. Probably didn't really matter that much. I actually have flag breaches on them, so I can. I haven't really tested what these do, but I think they can add some bonuses, 25% bonus to the commander who is on board this missile base to the task force or something like that. Bridge is necessary for designs that have over 1,000 tons and some crew quarters which are automatically assigned with EM detection sensor. The best one, not the best one because it could be bigger, but cost efficient, but the best available technology using thermal and EM detection sensors. Also, the search sensor with for these are I didn't have a naming scheme for them previously, but now I have. So this thing here shows for which target size they are supposed to be used for, and this here shows the strength attribute I have on them, so I can see quickly which sensors are better than the others, and than the new, which are old and new designs. And this is of course the sensitivity, also for the same purpose. This is actually for detection of 50-ton target. No, actually it's for any missiles and 50 and more ton targets. You can see its stats here. Only 3.8 million kilometers. Wait, what does MCR mean? MCR. I can't see it anywhere here. This is not very thorough, this glossary of terms. Okay, anyway, actually it has a 34.7 million kilometer range, while this has a bit better. But it's a bit larger, this, because well, it's searching for those missiles and so on. I actually don't have any point defense missiles yet, so I don't even know if this search sensor, if this small search sensor here is even necessary. These are of course used for targeting, and these cannot be used for that. Not targeting, I mean, this is of course for the targeting of missile launchers, and I think these are just for actually noticing the approaching enemies. Also, it has a troop capacity of 5 battalions. It comes from this PDC barracks, high density duranium armor, but still I'm using armor rating 1 because armor rating uses duranium, which is the most needed resource. I don't want to waste it that much. Uh, Gravitational survey vessel. Well, let's copy this design also so you can see actually better. Three gravitational survey sensors. They are just standard ones. It takes too many research points to get any better ones. Not so great military jump drive, but it's my only military jump drive, and it seems that I think these gravitational survey sensors make this a military vessel for maintenance purposes anyway. So this is my first military vessel officially, actually. Some engineering spaces, so I have a lot of what does MSP is? This storage capacity for maintenance supplies, and of course, a small iron drive. Actually, yes. If you, well. Yes, even if I took away those engines, this still says it's a military vessel for maintenance purposes, and if I take these away, it's a commercial vessel. So this is just a copy of the design, so I can just delete it. Just like that. Here is my colony, not a design deck. Here is my colony ship. Let's look at it. It's got that really small thermal sensor. It's just for when it's approaching a planet. I am trying to see if there are any alien colonies there, and so on. A lot of fuel. I like to have a long deployment time and a lot of fuel. It's just what I do, and very large and efficient engines. That's how I handle things. Some cargo handling multiplier for the cryogenic berths. These come from the cryogenic transports here, of course. It's really slow to get the cargo, in this case, the cryogenic berths on board and off board if one doesn't have a decent cargo handling multiplier. This is what I used for this design. Let's see what else are there. Of course, there are some obsolete designs, but I won't go through them because we were in the early game and I've already shown you in another not really a playthrough, but in the previous game commentary series, which can of course be found on this channel, the Conquered Earth saga, that one. I've shown you how to design things like these. This is my largest design yet to this day. It's got 2 standard cargo holds, a really big commercial jump drive. It's got 8 180 engine power commercial iron drives, and still it's going only something like 700 kilometers per second. This game doesn't even have accelerations and so on. It's driving me crazy. Well, no. Whatever. I'm just playing the game and so on. So, some cargo handling systems here also, and not anything remarkable in this design either. GEV Delhi. This is a really fast ship and not very big one eye. It's got a small-ish commercial jump drive, 6 geological survey sensors, and a decent amount of fuel also, or propellant, whichever one is even. They actually have a difference where the terms fuel and propellant. Many. This is strange. It's like Audacity began from start. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll probably see if there is any footage lost. Probably not. It was just some sort of a small graphical glitch. Nothing serious, probably. That's at least how I'm hoping it is. So, a really good geological survey sensor vessel. It has served me really well. I really like this design, how fast it is, and so on. And when actually that's actually all of the ship designs I have the newest ones I have, so I think this is enough for the live commentary portion of this, and I'll actually send some xenology teams and so on. I'll actually do that on camera as well. It was... which star was it? I need to... I could use the geological survey report here. Maybe if I can find the colony here. Not the colony, but the... I don't really know if there is a good way really to make colonies on some... it doesn't seem to have any minerals. Here! Wolf 359A2. This is what I wanted. So I need to create a colony so I can actually find it in here. Human archaeological dig. So let's put some xenology team, xenologist. I need to make sure all of these are unassigned and they are actually in an order for once. In some of the our screens, the Aurora doesn't always seem to very well order these things. Not these things, but specifically, but just some lists. So that's for the... my geology team is probably still doing something, so I'm also sending it to here. These are all of the things well, one of these, Quaoar, isn't one of the places the geology team has surveyed, but all of the others, I think, are ones that I have sent a geology team to, and these not things here mean that there weren't any minerals or anything anything else of interest on them, really. So bye for now. We'll see you probably in January of 2075.